Good afternoon, dear children. This is your science teacher. Now take out your science textbook and open page number 73. So, dear children, yesterday we have seen about the gates of the animals. Okay, that means how do animals move. So, first of all, we have seen about the earthworm. Okay, and we have seen the activity number 5. Observe an earthworm moving on the soil in the garden. Gently lift it and place it on a piece of blotting or filter paper. Observe its movement. Okay, then place it on the smooth glass plate or any kind of slippery surface and observe its movements. Okay, now it's different from that paper. In which of the above two surfaces do you find that the earthworm is able to move easily? Okay, that means you can see in rough surfaces they can move easily, but while in plain surfaces they cannot move easily. Understood? Then earthworm does not have bones. It has muscles which helps to extend and shorten the body during the movement. Okay, they just extend and shorten its body for movement. During the movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body, keeping the rear portion fixed to the ground. Then it fixes the front end and releases the rear end. It then shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. Okay, this makes it move forward by small distance, and repeating such muscles expansion and contraction, the earthworm can move through soil. Okay, its body secretes a slimy substance to help the movement. Now, how does it fix part of its body to the ground? Okay, so under its body, it has a large number of tiny bristles, that is hair-like structure, projecting out. With the help of that hair-like structure, the bristles are connected with the muscles. The bristles helps to get a good grip on the ground. Okay, then earthworm actually eats its way through the soil. Okay, and its body then throws away the undigested part of the materials that it eats, and this activity of earthworm makes the soil more useful for plants and make the soil fertile. Okay, then we have also seen about the snail movement. So for this we have seen the activity number 6. Observe a snail in your garden or in field. Have you seen the rounded structure it carries on its back? Yes, this is called the shell, and it is the outer skeleton of the snail, but is not made of bones. The shell is single unit and does not help in moving from one place to place. Okay, that is another. It has to be dragged along. Place the snail on glass plate and watch it. Okay, what you have to do? You have to just place that snail on a glass plate and you have to watch it carefully. When it start moving carefully, lift the glass plate along with the small snail over your head. Observe its movement from beneath. Okay, that the just because of that glass plate you can seen through it easily. Then a thick structure and the head of the snail may come out of an opening. Okay, in the shell the thick structure is its foot. Okay, that thick structure is nothing but its foot made of strong muscles. Now carefully tilt the glass plate and the wavy motion of the foot can be seen. You can see the wavy motion of the foot which helps it to move. Is the movement of a snail slow or fast as compared to an earthworm? So yes, it is as compared to earthworm, it is very much slow. Now let's see the movement of cockroach. Observe a cockroach. Cockroaches walk and climb as well as fly in the air. They have 3 pairs of legs. This helps in walking. The body is covered with the hard outer skeleton. This outer skeleton is made up of number of plates joined together, and that permits movement. Okay, how cockroach can walk? Cockroaches walk and climb as well as fly in the air. They have 3 pairs of legs. Okay, that means 6. This helps in walking. The body is covered with hard outer skeleton. This outer skeleton is made up of number of plates joined together, and that permits its movement. Okay, there are two pairs of wings also attached to the body behind head. Okay, and the cockroaches have distinct muscles. Okay, that means various kind of muscles inside their body. Those near the legs move the legs for walking. The body muscles move the wings when the cockroaches flies. Okay, that means with the help of their wings they can fly, and with the help of their legs they can walk. Okay, you can see carefully. If you can see the cockroach legs, they have a short bristles also. Okay, you can see these short bristles. Okay, thorn like structure that helps to grip on the ground. Okay, so in this type the cockroaches can be moved easily. Understood? Now let's see about the birds. Birds fly in the air and walk on the ground. Some birds like ducks and swans also swim in the water. Okay, the birds can fly because their bodies are well suited for flying. Okay, their bones are hollow. Hollow means pipe like structure. Okay, and they are very light weighted also. And okay, and the bones of the hind limbs are typical for walking and perching. Okay, that means they both have legs and wings also. Okay, the legs are very hollow and very light weighted. Okay, so that they can fly out easily. The bony part of the forelimbs are modified as a wings. Okay, you can see the bony part. Okay, they are modified as a wing. The shoulder bones are strong and the breast bones are modified to hold muscles of flight which are used to move the wings up and down. Here you can see the shoulder muscles are very much strong. Okay, so with the help of that they can easily fly. Okay, with the help of their wings. Understood? Then here we have some activity number 8 regarding to the fish. Now what you have to do, make a paper boat, put it in water and push it with one narrow end pointing forward. Did it go into the water easily? Now hold the boat sideways and push it into the water. From the boat side, are you able to make a boat move in water when you push in from side? Okay, no. Okay, so have you noticed that the shape of a boat is somewhat like a fish? Okay, the head and the tail of the fish are smaller than the middle portion of the body. Okay, so why it is happened? Okay, so dear children, this is it for today's video about the fish movement. We are going to study it at tomorrow's video. Okay, so till there, this is it for today's video. If you have any problem regarding to this video, you can ask me. Till then, it's goodbye from my side. Thank you and have a nice day.